You see LA when it just drizzles, and how slow everyone goes. It's like you guys can go like 50 miles an hour.
I grew up on the East Coast, so I'm like, it's rain.
Yeah.
The roads still work. Trust me, it's fun.
Cause I like drive up in the mountains and all that, so I have driven in the snow. And I was just like,
I grew up
yeah.
in rain.
I live in the Appalachian Mountains at the moment.
Crap, are they?
Up in Southwest Virginia, so
really?
right now it's like snowing now.
I was watching the who was West Virginia playing last weekend when it snowed like crazy.
I can't remember.
It's snowed already?
I was watching that game when
one of my mates was there, and he says he's a West Virginia fan, and he was there. He said every touchdown the other team scored,
I got my
people would be leaving, and
it was crazy.
by the end of it, it was just him and a load of snow.
Well, she'll be over.
Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, they can bring.
She is.
She's over there, but she'll be covered.
Shorter lady in a gray thingy.
Okay.
We'll get it when she comes.
Yeah, just whenever. Yeah, just
all you
leave it.
have to do is highlight number 3 and number 5.
Okay.
Those are our two sons. That's all that matters. The center mid and the right outside back. We're all good. That's cheap.
Be a little challenging, but I think I got it. Yeah, just if they have it, they can just hand it to me. You know, that's fine. Yeah. Let me grab my coffee real quick. And then get my phone ready. Oh,
There you go. You need one of these?
thank you. And we're underway here at the SoCal Sports Complex here in Oceanside, the San Diego Surf Cup College Showcase. This game is the under 18 division. Santa Clara and FC Golden State. So Santa Clara with it. So Santa Clara trying to push it upfield and get themselves the first advantage, but they lose it out of bounds. We had Kieran Woodley trying to make a play with it up there, and FC Golden State now gets it back after the throw-in. Riley Rudio had it. Now they send it forward. That was Samuel Demas. Demas has now kicked it to mid-circle, or to the circle at midfield, just above it, actually. And they're content to play it back as FC Golden State. Max Parcel forward. Santa Clara takes it away, however. With the ball, that was Woodley. Woodley off to the left. Brandon Holguin had it. Holguin out to the top of the box. And Jay Houston had it and ends up being a whistle. So FC Golden State will get a free kick. They just tap it instead. Try to send it forward. And they lose the ball out of bounds as Adrian Escobedo sent it forward, but again, it just went out of the far touchline. Santa Clara with a loose ball, and the keeper's going to have to go and play it forward. Come well out of the box, otherwise that could have been a dangerous play. So FC Golden State now with a chance. That's Nika Karkashadze. And Karkashadze ends up having it go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick coming up. So goal kick. And Santa Clara is trying to get possession back, and a foul is called against them, so FC Golden State will get it back. Looked like Jason Cabrera was the one fighting for it, and he got fouled. Cabrera now sends it over, and it goes out of bounds. Trying to get it along the far touchline to one of his teammates up forward, but it went past the line instead. FC Golden State now with it. That's Gabriel Palomares. Palomares over to Max Parcell. Parcell. Emphasize the E. Okay, Parcell with it. And now they send it across the field. And eventually gets knocked out of bounds. So ball being knocked around midfield. And Santa Clara with it. And some aggressive play over on the other end by FC Golden State, but Santa Clara able to keep it back themselves. And a fight for possession. Jay Houston had it, and eventually it stays back on Santa Clara's own end. Get it forward to Brandon Holguin. Holguin trying to fight it with his head, instead ends up to, it's Kieran Woodley. So ball knocked out of bounds. Santa Clara gets possession. So we're in the 6th minute here. Just getting started, and 0-0 is the score. Santa Clara trying to push it forward. Looked like they might have had a play going on, and eventually the keeper just boots it away. Caden Dowd for Santa Clara. Looked like he might have had some space to work with, but eventually it just made its way to FC Golden State's keeper. And now Golden State with a chance, pushing it upfield. And with it, Jason Cabrera. Cabrera had it deflected out of bounds. He's going to go retrieve it and throw it in. Throw in controlled by FC Golden State. Ball goes toward the goal and eventually cleared away as Jay Houston was there on defense to disrupt anything that might have happened over there, and Santa Clara is still trying to clear it. Golden State. That's to Carlos Perez. Instead kicked away by Santa Clara. Brandon Holguin there to disrupt it. Holguin sends it forward. And Santa Clara now on a breakaway. And they got tripped up, and eventually the ball taken away. Joshua Robertson was there up the middle, but too many guys around him, too many black jerseys for him to really work the ball through. And now FC Golden State going down the field with it. Nika Karkashadze had it over near midfield, now hands it off. Karkashadze has it again. And over across the field to Max Parcell. Parcell working with the ball. And Parcell Riley Rudio. Back to Carlos Perez. And Samuel Demas sending it forward. It's into Santa Clara's end. An aggressive play for the ball, and Jason Cabrera tried to go hard for it, but Santa Clara takes it away anyway. So Carlos Perez. So neither side's had that much of an open look at the net really yet. So Gabriel Palomares with it. Palomares trying to trade passes with Perez, and a foul is called as Perez gave it back to him. So foul against Santa Clara. There'll be a free kick coming up for FC Golden State. So Rene Diaz will take the free kick for FC Golden State. I'd say, 10 or so yards behind the penalty box, behind the right corner of the penalty box. And Diaz sends it toward the goal. It's off the wall of players that Santa Clara had set up, and it's now loose inside the penalty box and eventually cleared out by Santa Clara. Both these teams have a lot of speed. That's what I've noticed here early on. Because when either side looks like they might have some space to work with in the offensive zone, defenders from either team quickly close on it and really close up all the lanes. So really two quick defensive teams and not much of a chance yet so far to get some scoring in. So Santa Clara sending it forward. And it's going to go by everyone. Giving pursuit and making a nice effort, Joshua Robertson, but it's going to go out of bounds, out of the back end. And they're going to say last touched, actually, by FC Golden State. And because of that, it'll be a corner kick. So a corner kick for Santa Clara, the first corner kick for either side in this game. And they just tap it instead. Was to Robinson, now over to the top of the penalty box. They try to save him going out of bounds. And a nice move going by Brandon Holguin over toward the middle. Ball being headed up in the air and attempted to be kicked by Kieran Woodley, and instead it's deflected and knocked away, and FC Golden State gets it back. And eventually they're able to push it up, but now a foul called. A foul called, I believe, against Santa Clara, as there's an FC Golden State player. And did the referee hold up a card? Didn't see whether that was a card he held up. It was? Yeah, so it was a yellow card. A yellow card. I didn't see who the guilty person was for receiving it, but with an FC Golden State player on the ground, they determined that the contact was too excessive, and therefore the yellow was brought out. So a yellow card on the part of Santa Clara. Again, didn't see the player who received it. But either way, that certainly, especially with how aggressive each team is in playing the ball, that really can impact how they play the rest of the way out. Yeah, an aggressive physical team, a yellow card is something that really changes how you strategize. So Santa Clara playing it on their own end. I'm going to send it forward. Daniel Israel over to Shaheen Danishvar. Danishvar plays it back to his own end. And right in front of us, Jay Houston trying to get it past midfield, but instead plays it back instead. So FC Golden State doing what they can to keep it in Santa Clara's zone, but eventually they're able to clear it through. And now they get it. Robertson tries to tap it forward. It's a race for the ball. And going to be cleared out of bounds. Giving pursuit on that ball was Caden Dowd, as if he had been able to get to that one, might have had a good look at the net, but instead Golden State just kicks it out of bounds. So Palomares had it, and now they send it back trying to clear it away and push it up, and they do. Palomares giving pursuit, but Santa Clara takes it away. And a good play developed, it looked like, but Brandon Holguin could not catch up to that one. He had some space to work with, and he was onside. And if he really could have showed his speed, maybe could have burned his way to the goal, but instead missed the ball. Ball deflected out of bounds off of FC Golden, actually off of Santa Clara, and Golden State will throw in. Max Parcell to do it, and he does. Perez back to the circle. That's to Demas. Demas gets it forward to Perez. Perez. Ball tapped over to Max Parcell. Parcell over to Diaz. Diaz at the top of the box. Back to Parcell. Parcell to Jonty Nobbs. Nobbs trying to get it forward to Diaz. Diaz in the box, and eventually the ball cleared away by Santa Clara, and now they're pushing it downfield. Holguin had it, now hands it off in the circle. So Santa Clara. There's one difference we've noticed in this game. FC Golden State has spent more time in the opposite area, the opposite end of the field, than Santa Clara has. But now they have a breakaway chance, but too much leg on it. Too much leg behind that ball, as looked like it was Caden Dowd, number 10, who took the shot. But it was a good 5 feet over the crossbar and a goal kick coming up. So goal kick. Adrian Flores, the goalkeeper for FC Golden State. Neither keeper has really had to work a whole lot so far in this game. Haven't really been any shots on goal that they've had to save. So FC Golden State now has it. They have some numbers now. Offensive zone, Adrian Escobedo trying to get it forward, and it gets deflected away and eventually cleared down the field. But FC Golden State trying to keep it in, and it goes out of bounds off of Golden State. Santa Clara's possession. So we're in the 17th minute here in the first half. 0-0 between FC Golden State and Santa Clara. So SC Santa Clara, FC Golden State. And the ball sent forward by Santa Clara, trying to control it. And taking it away, good play over there is Riley Rudio. Rudio over now to Mika Karkashadze, excuse me. Carlos Perez sending it to the far touchline. Perez gets it back. And some aggressive play for the ball on the far touchline. FC Golden State retains it. And ball toward the goal and just over the head, and he slammed his hand down in frustration. He felt that should have been a sure goal, but couldn't quite get his head on it. Good look nonetheless. Yeah, it was Gabriel Palomares who almost had a shot to put a header in the goal, and you could see as soon as he missed it, he slammed his hands down on the grass because he felt he should have had it. But nonetheless, the ball being fought for at midfield now at the circle. Santa Clara has it. Shaheen Danishvar was sending it forward. And FC Golden State with it back. And they're trying to send it upfield. Here's to Parcell. Parcell, near touchline. Over to Rene Diaz. Diaz gets it back. And Diaz with two Santa Clara defenders trying to take it from him. But FC Golden State keeps it in. And that's one thing they've done a great job at, is not letting Santa Clara really clear out the ball. And that's why they spent so much more time on their opposite end. It seems as though when Santa Clara drives to Golden State's end of the field, Golden State's able to clear it away fairly quickly. But when Golden State goes on the other side, it takes a little while for Santa Clara to get out of their own end. A shot toward the goal, but wide. And it's going to be a goal kick. So Nika Karkashadze put a strong leg on it, but went well wide to the right post. And we're still at 0-0. And the ball sent forward, and it's headed back and forward by Santa Clara, but they lose it out of bounds. So Max Parcell to throw in. Ball controlled by Golden State as Palomares trying to win the battle there, and eventually out of bounds off of Santa Clara, so a throw in. Parcell to throw it in, right near us, near touchline. And the ball forward. And the ball sent well over the goal and out of bounds. So it was an errant ball that was going nowhere, so goal kick coming up. So the goal kick about to commence, and waiting for the officials' signal. It comes, and they send it deep. And it goes by everyone, and did it touch anyone is the question, and they'll say it did not, so FC Golden State does get it back. And the ball pinballed right around in front of us. And good defense by FC Golden State. That's one thing that they've done very well. You can tell they're a very well-coached defensive team. Because Santa Clara just has not had that many looks at the net at all. They've really not had that much time to really play it offensively. And the ball sent down, far touchline, and headed away. And now at the circle, atop the circle. And Santa Clara now playing it back. And a good move over there by Jay Houston, sending it forward. Houston. It's forward to Shane Wegner. Wegner, left side of the penalty box. Robertson's open there on the corner. And now that's to Woodley. Kieran Woodley. Back to Robertson. Tried to get it to Woodley again, gets by him, and FC Golden State takes it away. But Santa Clara trying to keep it in Golden State's end, and they do. Shaheen Danishvar getting it forward, and eventually it's lost out of bounds. Last touch by Santa Clara, and it'll be a throw-in for Golden State. So FC Golden State with it. And a fight for the ball around the circle and some aggressive play, and Santa Clara wins that one out. And a fight for the ball right here at the near touchline. They're going to call a foul on FC Golden State. They'll say Max Parcell a little too aggressive in going for that one. So a free kick for Santa Clara. So Jay Houston sends it deep. And they're playing it forward, and Golden State tried to clear it, but Santa Clara keeps it in. And FC Golden State now taking it down the field. And they get it forward. He's onside. Can't tell the number over there, but way on the left corner, sending a cross-goal pass, trying to get it over in the middle. And Carlos Perez with a shot well over the crossbar and out of bounds. So a good play from the far touchline. Couldn't quite see who it was running down that, but he made a great cross-goal pass to the middle, and it was a missed header, and then Carlos Perez had the ball go back to him, but sent it much too high, and it's a goal kick. So, fight for the ball. Eventually it goes out of bounds, and it looks like it'll be awarded to FC Golden State. A couple of substitutions happening before that happens. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds off of FC Golden State, so Santa Clara does get it right back. And Santa Clara, that's Kieran Woodley, and Woodley gets tangled up. And it looks like Woodley is going to send it deep. And the free kick. And it's headed but over the goal. Nice attempt. Robertson got his head on it, but just couldn't quite get it on target. Joshua Robertson, a good look nonetheless, and it still remains 0-0 here in the first half.
27.
So we're in the 28th minute now. 28th minute. You know if it's 40 or 45, the halves. So these will be 45-minute halves. So roughly 16, 17 minutes remaining. Going forward with it, Brandon Holguin. Holguin tries to send it back. Now over to Shaheen Danishvar. Taken away by FC Golden State. Now they're pushing it down the field. Perez with it. Perez. Forward to Andy Sierra. As Houston there to break it up, and he sends it back to his keeper. So the ball sent deep. FC Golden State has it. Trying to get it to Perez on the near touchline. Perez sending it toward the penalty box, but instead just goes too far and into the goalkeeper's arms, and he'll send it away. Again, we are 0-0, approaching the half-hour mark of this game. So, ball out of bounds, throw in for Santa Clara. So Houston with it, near touchline, right near us. And taken away by Max Parcell. Parcell pushing it down the field, right side of the penalty box, right corner of it. At the middle now, at the top. And a good look at it, but Santa Clara there to disrupt it. Not cleared away, however. Andy Sierra had it, and then Santa Clara took it away. Jason Cabrera takes it away for FC Golden State. But back to Santa Clara. And taking it away, Carlos Perez in front of the circle. Trying to get it forward, instead broken up as Nika Karkashadze had some space to run, but the pass couldn't be completed to him. Karkashadze has it again. And now they have it far touchline, trying to get it toward the middle, and broken up inside the penalty box. Santa Clara making the defensive plays they need to in order to prevent any chances. John-T. Nobbs had it, and a foul is called. So Santa Clara's ball, free kick. 0-0 still. As the last match we had right before this game was far more offensive. This is a very much a defensive matchup, where each team is just trying to say, I dare you to try to score on me. And they say defense is what wins champions. They can't beat you if they can't score. And Santa Clara trying to get their first score of the game, and eventually it goes out of bounds. And the ball sent toward the goal, instead knocked away. Santa Clara trying to keep it in. But now there's some numbers for FC Golden State. Running up the field with it, that's Clayton Torr. Torr trying to set it up, and eventually it's broken up. Daniel Israel there to stop it from becoming any worse than it could have. And now FC Golden State on their own end trying to make a play forward with it, but they play it back toward their defenders and back to their keeper. And the ball sent forward was headed. Nice head job by Nika Karkashadze. Really made put a good headbutt on it, but there was no one there for him to make it work. So Santa Clara with possession, but FC Golden State gets it right back. Clayton Torr up the field with it. Torr with it again at midfield. Pushing it down the far touchline, it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Santa Clara's ball. As these threatening clouds starting to make their way over us, they are expecting rain in the forecast throughout this weekend. But we've had dry conditions so far. Here's Woodley. And a shot toward the goal, loose ball in front of the goal, and it's going to not make it in and deflected out of bounds off of Santa Clara. So Kieran Woodley put it toward the goal, and there was a chance for it to be put in, but finds its way out of bounds instead, and it's still a 0-0 score. FC Golden State playing it behind their circle. So FC Golden State pushing it up. Karkashadze tried to get his head on it, but two Santa Clara defenders were there to hit it from him instead. Yeah, now Santa Clara trying to make their move. And it goes out of bounds, so it is FC Golden State. Tor has it. Tor had it to Ivan Diaz, number 10, and it's taken away instead. Pushing it down the field. That's to Houston. Houston. Over to Woodley. Woodley across the field, down toward the far touchline. And are they going to stop it from going out of bounds? No, it's going to be FC Golden State's possession. So Santa Clara trying to fight FC Golden State. A shot toward the goal and a nice save. A nice save as SC Santa Clara almost gave up did give up a shot on goal, but it was a nice save by their keeper. Now he shows as number 1. There's no number 1 on our roster, so either way, he made a nice save. So we've had one shot on goal. That was by FC Golden State. It's been a defensive struggle for both sides otherwise. So Clayton Tor now with it, going forward. Trying to get it to Romeo Sislon. And Sislon will end up having it taken away by the keeper. So the ball being pushed forward by Santa Clara. Trying to get it to Jacob Castro. Castro gets tripped up inside the penalty box. And actually it was the goalkeeper who came out. So first I thought might have been another person, but Adrian Flores, the keeper, is the one who came and grabbed it. And that's what caused the trip and fall, so no penalty coming up. But nonetheless, good effort, good chance for Santa Clara, and it's still 0-0. Castro trying to get it forward, but instead loses it, and FC Golden State does get it back. With the ball now, Ivan Diaz. And they have it at top of the penalty box. And a shot, or trying to go toward the goal. It's deflected away. Nice slide tackle. Didn't see the number of the person. Might have been Castro. Take it back, it wasn't Castro. It might have been Houston. Woodley has it going down the near touch line. Indeed, it was Houston who got his foot slide, kicked the ball out of the way from in front of the goal. So that saved it from breaking the scoreless tie. Houston down the near touch line, but instead it's going to go out of bounds. So John Shauna for Golden State's going to throw it in. And going forward with it, Woodley has it. Trying to get it off to one of his teammates, Dennis Farr, and Dennis Farr has to go by him, but Santa Clara does get it back, but Golden State takes it away. At the circle, trying to get it forward. That's over to Diaz. Diaz has it taken away by Woodley. And a nice play. That's Clayton Torr who kept it from going forward in the field, and a slide tackle, and are they going to give him a yellow? That was a fairly aggressive slide, but I think they're just going to call a foul. We've had one yellow card called against Santa Clara, none against FC Golden State, and they're not going to call one right there. And a free kick toward the goal, and it's going to go over everyone. It might have even been partially deflected by Adrian Flores, might have slightly punched it toward the side, and it goes out of bounds near touchline. So a throw-in. And it does go in. Houston sends it toward the penalty box, and FC Golden State takes it away. And Santa Clara doing what they can to try to keep it in. So Jason Cabrera. And they send it forward to Diaz. Diaz getting it to Karkashadze. Karkashadze, now it's to the circle. To Jonty Nobbs. Nobbs forward. Back to Nobbs. And Diaz inside the penalty box, and there's some contact underneath. Looked like maybe a little hold, but they're letting him play pretty physical for the most part. And FC Golden State able to retain possession. Nobbs forward. Karkashadze, top of the penalty box, trying to slide it forward, and a nice job on defense to make it a difficult shot. Otherwise, that might have been a cinch goal for Karkashadze. Made a great play. Once he turns around, I can see who he is. They only have numbers on the back of the jersey. So Woodley has it. So it's number 4. That's Zach Mattioni who made that nice play over there. Making that shot difficult, otherwise Karkashadze might have had a very easy goal. It was just him and the goalkeeper otherwise. So Santa Clara now has it. Top of the circle, sending it forward. And it gets tangled up. And no call, so they resume play. Ball gets sent down toward the far touchline. Kept inbounds by Santa Clara. And they then kick it out of bounds to let their defense come and catch up. So we're at the 43rd, approaching the 44th minute. So 2 to 3 minutes left. Depending on how long the officials let it play. Karkashadze, excuse me, that was not Karkashadze, that was Romeo Sicilion. Had a good look at it, but instead it was blocked. And the ball put over. Santa Clara trying to push it down. Now instead, Golden State has it. And going down, Sicilion. See, Woodley takes it away after Golden State tried to push it down. Castro has it, trying to get it to Woodley on the near touchline. Now to Houston. Forward to Woodley. Castro toward the top of the box, and good play by Golden State to take it away. Tor trying to send it toward the far touchline, but it goes out of bounds instead, so Santa Clara does get it back. As we're approaching halftime on a picturesque morning here in Oceanside, northern San Diego County. And it's getting to the point in the day where it's been a mix of clouds and blue sky. The clouds do look threatening, and there's about, a 10-degree difference between when the cloud covers the sun and when the sun is exposed. It's a real schizophrenic day here in California. We're not known for our weather other than sunshine, but today it's been an odd day. But the soccer has been absolutely fantastic throughout this whole tournament, and first time I've seen an athletic event involving this many athletes, this many teams, and what a fantastic place for all the college coaches to come and basically in one spot get a look at all the best players as they blow the whistle on the half, and we're 0-0 as each side really clamping down defensively. Give credit, though, to Santa Clara. If not for their outstanding defense under pressure, it might very well be 1 or 2 to nothing in favor of Golden State, because they've had far more opportunities in their opposing zone, but Santa Clara really clamped down. Even some players who weren't the keeper made some nice saves, just getting their legs on balls and just trying to get rid of it. And give credit to Golden State themselves. Santa Clara really hasn't had a look at the net today, and that's because Golden State closes down whatever path, they clog whatever lane there is for the ball to be worked through. They're very fast on defense, and really Santa Clara just hasn't had a chance yet to score. So I'm sure their halftime adjustments are going to be trying to neutralize the speed of FC Golden State, their defensive speed. So we'll see how the adjustments play out. So it is halftime, and we do want to thank some sponsors, people who help make this wonderful event possible. So the San Diego Surf College Showcase, brought to you by Nike. They are the presenting sponsor, and they've had a close relationship with the Surf Cup since the late 1990s. By Scouting Zone, they run the scouting app for college coaches. Brooke and Tara are the founders of that app, and both played for the San Diego Surf Academy and played in the college club. Brought to you by Soccer Loco. They run the retail at the event here at the San Diego Surf Cup. The San Diego Sports Alliance, group that encourages events to come to San Diego. The Surf Cup Sports generates $220 million a year in economic impact to the San Diego region. Yours in Soccer, they're a nonprofit that searches out disadvantaged youth that are high-achieving scholastically to try to get them into college. They put together a team called Alianza that is being live-streamed. We're also brought to you by Skills, spelled S-K-L-Z, by Elite Soccer Clubs, free online registration software for big and growing soccer clubs. Elite Soccer Clubs is used by 75% of the big clubs in Southern California. By Maui Wowie, Shaved Ice and Snacks, a longtime vendor of the San Diego Surf Cup, and by Official Sports. They provide the referee gear. We'll be back in a few minutes. It is 0-0 between SC Santa Clara and FC Golden State. We'll be back with the second half right after this. And welcome back as we begin the second half here at the Southern California Sports Complex here in Oceanside. It is Santa Clara Soccer Club and FC Golden State in the boys under 18 division. Carlos Perez has it, trying to send it forward. Johnny Knobs back to Perez, and now the ball gets knocked around. So going forward with it, and they got some space down the far touchline. And the ball sent toward the back end, out of the back end. So Golden State is send it deep. And Santa Clara there with it, trying to send it back the other way, but Golden State now has it. That's Knobs, now forward. That's Gabriel Palomares. Palomares taken away by Santa Clara. But now FC Golden State with a big play on the other end. Rene Diaz trying to set it off to the side. Palomares has it. Cross-goal pass toward the center. Golden State still has it. Hasn't been cleared away yet. Perez. Over to Max Parcell, but he loses it, and it's taken away. Holguin trying to send it down, but FC Golden State there to disrupt it. And Robertson there in the circle trying to head it away and ends up back to his teammate where he sends it forward. And a pass forward toward the top of the penalty box. Trying to get it forward. Robertson there, and eventually it's cleared away. There were actually two guys, Joshua Robertson and Caden Dowd. Both were around the ball, but just couldn't quite get to it in time, and eventually Golden State able to clear it away. And they're pushing the ball down. That's Nika Karkashadze, and Karkashadze trying to make something happen, but eventually the goalkeeper able to handle it. Golden State pushing it in. Carlos Perez. And Santa Clara gets it back. So Golden State playing it back to their end, back to their keeper. Karkashadze trying to head it forward. And Santa Clara sends it back as now the sun's coming nice and bright out. And really warming things up for us as well. It's been a chilly morning. California is not known for its cold weather, especially Southern California, but it was really chilly with some threatening clouds, and there still are some, but the sun's been coming in and out, and it's now becoming a very nice time, very nice day out here for soccer. As long as the rains don't come, it's probably as perfect a weather as you can get for soccer. Not too warm, nice and cool. And a pass deflected out of bounds out of the back end, tried to get it over toward the middle, but it will be a corner kick. So a corner kick for Santa Clara. So we're in the 5th minute of the second half, 50th minute of the game, and we're 0-0, but we do have a corner kick coming up for Santa Clara. And they send it toward the middle, a loose ball. Excuse me, I said Santa Clara. Golden State had the corner kick. It is Golden State that had the corner kick. Santa Clara cleared it out. Golden State trying to keep it in. So we're, again, 0-0 past the 50-minute mark in the game. And the ball getting sent forward. And trying to get a pass to Palomares going at the right side of the penalty box, and it's deflected out of bounds, out of the back end. Another corner kick for FC Golden State coming up. So we're waiting for it to commence. And the ball sent forward. Palomares trying to handle it. He chests it forward. And Karkashadze with a shot on goal and a nice save. So he's had to make a couple of saves over there. As Karkashadze with another good look at it. And the kick handled by Golden State. Trying to push it forward now. Back into Santa Clara's own end. Karkashadze at midfield. And to Palomares at the penalty box, but there were two defenders around him, so he didn't have a chance to really get that one cleanly. So Santa Clara gets it back, and they send it back upfield. Trying to get it to Robertson going down the near touchline, but instead out of bounds, FC Golden State's ball. So, Golden State, Santa Clara fighting for it after the throw-in and makes its way out of bounds. Last touch by Golden State, so will be Santa Clara's ball in their throw-in. So we're approaching the 9th minute. 0-0 in the second half. Woodley has it. Woodley trying to get it to Holguin. Holguin puts it toward the goal, but just to the left. So, a couple of shots have been made by each side, and there's a Golden State player down on the ground. Can't say who it is yet, but he is down on the ground, and we're going to come and take a look at him. And some soccer news to note, and this is one thing I wanted to pass along just because I think it's really interesting as he jogs off the field. Jacob Castro, that's for Santa Clara. For Golden State, that would be Riley Rudio, who is jogging off. Anyway, one interesting note in the world of soccer that I thought was incredibly interesting and really should kind of maybe bode well for the future of soccer in this country. And that is Bob Bradley becomes the first American manager to win a Premier League game. Yes, Bob Bradley becoming the first American manager to win a Premier League game. And, man, with the amount of soccer that we're seeing today, I mean, it's a sport that's on the up and up in this country, and especially for the U.S. men's national team after seeing all the talent here. Who knows, maybe some of these kids might make it there someday. But a bright future ahead for soccer in this country if all this participation is any indication. So anyway, Santa Clara has it, pushing it upfield. And a nice play going forward with it. And Robertson trying to make a play on it, but great defensive play. As Robertson had some speed and maybe a little room to work with, but he was closed in on quickly. And the ball thrown in and knocked back out of bounds. Yeah, John Shauna made Josh Robertson's move up the field much more difficult, and he might have had a shot at the net had that play not been made. So we're still at 0-0. And going forward with it, trying to get it. And now Eduardo Cherries trying to send it forward, and it's going to go past everyone, and it will be back to Santa Clara. Zach Mettioni had it, sends it back to his goalkeeper to play it off. So yeah, Bob Bradley, the former U.S. men's national team coach, got the win for Swansea City today. And now we have an American manager who has won a Premier League game. Although Swansea City, that's in Wales. It's not even in England. But they are part of the Premier League nonetheless. And a fight for the ball and a foul called as a Santa Clara player takes the fall. I like their uniforms a lot, Santa Clara. They remind you of Celtic, don't they? Out of the Scottish Premier League. I've always had a soft side for Celtic. Barcelona really manhandled them, though, in the UEFA Champions League, though. But that's what those Santa Clara uniforms remind me of. Anyway, a player down. We can't say exactly who it is. .35. So Kieran Woodley for Santa Clara is the one who is down on the ground. Hopefully all is well. And he has to be helped off the field. That's okay. He is walking on assisted power, so he's not being carried off, but he's not under his own power either. So hopefully all is going to be okay with him. Oh, now he's jogging it. Now he's jogging it off. So maybe he's not even coming out of the game either. He's staying in the game, so it might have. Did he go on the bench? Oh, I think it was his replacement. Okay. Looked like he was coming back to stay in the game, but he went to sit down quickly, and another guy came up to replace him. Yeah, he went to go sit down. The guy right next to him went up again to come and replace him. A shot toward the goal and a nice save, and FC Golden State once again with another chance, and it's going to be a corner kick as the goalkeeper had to go off the top of his fingers. Almost to the 15th minute of the second half, and in the 60th minute of the game, 0-0, but a corner kick.
He can play all the way up there.
And FC Golden State with a header, and it's going to go wide. Getting his noggin on that one, but not quite able to control it. Samuel Demas. And let's say it actually was last touched by Santa Clara. And part of me wants to call them Celtic, because that's what they look like. But Santa Clara. And the ball sent toward the middle and punched away by the keeper. And now the ball is loose at the top of the penalty box. A shot toward the goal and a nice save. Robertson keeps it and able to send it deep. Tried to make sure nothing else was able to happen down on that end as Robertson able to send it deep. But that was a nice save nonetheless. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 good shots at the goal by FC Golden State. But if not for some great saves on the other end, they would have gone in for goals and they'd be leading 2-3-0. But instead it's 0-0. past the 60-minute mark. So, taking it forward, got John Shauna. And that ball sent way deep. And they've got some space to work with. A pass cross goal as Rene Diaz wanted to get one of his teammates coming up the middle, but it went by everyone and out of bounds. Ball thrown in by Santa Clara. So FC Golden State plays it back to their end. Yeah, they've really had some good looks at the net in this game. And some great goalkeeping is the only thing that's kept them off the scoreboard. So Diaz trying to work with it. Instead, it's taken away, but Golden State does get it back. And now a run by Escobedo. Escobedo gets tripped up down the far touchline, and they're going to call a foul and a yellow card. They're going to give a yellow card for that. So that's the second yellow card that Santa Clara has gotten today. Didn't see who made contact, so doesn't look like the same person. They didn't tell us who got the yellow each time that St. Clair's got one, but it doesn't look like it was the same person. Otherwise, Santa Clara would be down to 10 men. But a yellow card nonetheless, and that very well could give FC Golden State the advantage. So the free kick coming. I like it how they send two guys after it just to kind of confuse the other team, and this time didn't quite work out the way they wanted it to, but nonetheless, going for a little trickery. The ball sent forward. And high in the air, deep into Santa Clara's end, and now a fight for the possession. Diaz trying to get Robertson with it, and Robertson able to send it back to his defenders. They're sending it down the far touchline. And the ball eventually into the feet of FC Golden State. And that ball sent down. And they've got a breakaway. Escobedo, cross-goal pass, and instead broken up by Santa Clara. And now Santa Clara just trying to get some type of attack going in Golden State's zone. They just really haven't been able to do it yet today. And it's sent forward. So it'll be a throw-in. Actually, foul, so it'll be a free kick, excuse me. And the ball on the free kick sent toward the goal, and another good save. Really, Santa Clara's keeper, he's the reason they're tied still. Golden State would certainly have the lead if not for him. And the ball toward the goal, it just bounced all the way after the punt, and it was a race for it. And Adrian Flores, the goalkeeper for Golden State, and he made the save. So Golden State trying to push it upfield. Cabrera trying to get it forward, and it goes by everyone, and it'll be sent deep away. So the ball bounces around. And the ball sent out of bounds, so it'll be Santa Clara's ball. As we're in the 23rd minute of the second half, 68th minute of the game. So the ball forward, Golden State trying to make a move around the right side of the penalty box, and instead it goes out of bounds. But they'll retain possession, and it goes in. Ball sent toward the goal. Palomares is there, left side of the penalty box. Couldn't quite get a clean handle on the ball, so he had to go back and retrieve it. Ball sent toward the goal, and a nice save. It might have gone outside the post anyway. It looked like it was going to the right of the post anyway, but nonetheless, he was there to slide and stop any potential, let's say, banking from the post possibly, if it might have spun in the other direction. But the way it was going, it looked like it would have missed anyway, but still good effort. Robertson with it. So the ball getting played forward, and FC Golden State takes it away. So Golden State playing it on their own back end. Over to Robertson, who intercepts that pass, and now Santa Clara trying to see what they can do to get a formation going. Top of the penalty box. With it is Shaheen Danishvar, and Danishvar has it out to the left side. The shot is blocked, and there's a whistle. And a foul is going to be called, and is it going to be a penalty shot? Or is it going to be a free kick? No, it's a free kick. It was right outside the penalty box, right outside it. Nonetheless, it's pretty close to what a penalty kick might be, not too far away from it. So the free kick about to commence. Kick is underway, and it's right into the arms of Adrian Flores. So a shot right to him. And we're still 0-0. Past the 70-minute mark. The ball played down well toward the other end, and Santa Clara going to send it deep. And the ball sent forward. And Santa Clara content to try to play back, although a nice aggressive play on offense by either side. And Eduardo Charis trying to get it forward, and instead it just sent way over the crossbar. Might have been Diaz the one who got the foot on it, but either way it was a good chance. Eduardo Charis. So yeah, FC Golden State, they've certainly had their chances in offense, but have no goals to show for it. And that ball sent deep toward midfield. And they were able to keep it in, does Santa Clara. And Robertson there. And they head it around. And they try to get it toward the goal instead. Golden State does take it away. Santa Clara trying to push it up, and a whistle is called away from the ball. And a yellow card, the first yellow card for FC Golden State. They were right next to Eduardo Chairs when they raised it, so he's got a yellow card. And a free kick for Santa Clara. So at the top of the box, a fight for it. And eventually Golden State able to get rid of it. And now Chair's trying to get forward ahead of everyone. He's got a shot, gets it just to the left of the post. Eduardo Chairs had the goalkeeper beat, had him out in front where he wanted him, and was able to get the ball past him, but just to the left of the post. And the ball, Clayton Tor takes it for Golden State to keep it in. And now Golden State, it trips up this Carlos Perez. So Carlos Perez gets tripped. No card, it looks like, no card. And the free kick, they just tap it over to the side. And Parcell trying to take it forward, and he gets tripped up. Ball out of bounds, so no foul call, just a throw-in. And a fight for it over in the corner. And they send it forward, and instead it's to the keeper. They send it deep, does Santa Clara, trying to get it forward. Castro has it. He was injured earlier, but back in the game. And Castro had a chance to go into it, but broken up by Golden State. And now they got to work with it. Trying to get it inside to Holguin. Holguin couldn't handle that one cleanly, and Golden State has it again. So Golden State pushing it past midfield. And there's going to be a foul called against Santa Clara. And they just tap it, so. Carlos Perez pushing it downfield. At the near touchline. And Holguin takes it away. Holguin has it, trades passes, gets it back. And now they're down the field with it. Pushing it down is Danishvar. Danishvar gets tripped up, and there'll be a foul called against Golden State. So it'll be a free kick. Approaching, we're in the 78th minute actually, the 78th minute. Free kick going toward the goal, and it's just saved. He couldn't get a clean hold on it at first as Adrian Flores was there, and Calcic was ready to possibly get the rebound, but he was able to secure it just in the nick of time. And Santa Clara had a chance. And the ball out of bounds, so. Thank you. Matt Martin is the starting goalie. Yeah, he doesn't have on the roster a number, but he's wearing number 1. That's why we didn't exactly know who he was. But, yeah, Matt Martin, and he's been outstanding today. We didn't get to say his name because his number wasn't down, but we can't say enough about why he's the reason it's a 0-0 game, and that can't be stated enough. He's made some outstanding, some clear looks, clear shots at the net by FC Golden State, and Matt Martin, again, stopped them all. And that's one thing good goalkeeping can give you. And that's one thing good goalkeeping can give you is even if the other team is creating more chances for themselves to score, it doesn't really matter if your guy can stop them all. So ball, actually it was a foul call. I thought maybe out of bounds, but no, a foul called. So free kick for Golden State. And the ball sent toward the goal, and the ball headed and booted away. Golden State trying to keep it in, but it actually gets by everyone. And coming way out of his cage to go handle it, Adrian Flores, because it went by everyone when it wasn't intended to. So a foul called against Golden State, a free kick coming up for Santa Clara. I want to call them Celtic, I really do. Those uniforms look just like them, and I think those are some of the, at least in the Scottish Premier League and across European soccer, one of my favorite looking uniforms, and they decided to copy them. And the ball sent forward. And now they have it. Diaz has it, trying to get past the circle with it. And then down the far touchline. And eventually Robertson able to come and take it away. Tor has it. Clayton Tor down the far touchline. Tor trying to make a move. And now nice cutback to send it toward the middle. Ball headed up in the air, but behind him. As Andy Sierra wanted to head it toward the goal, and a collision. A collision going to the ground was Jason Cabrera. After Shane Wagner kind of collided with him. So there'll be a foul called. Free kick coming up. And the ball headed forward. Parcell trying to get to it. And eventually it's out of the back end. And who's it going to be off of? Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick. So Santa Clara with a chance to break the tie here if they can place this well enough. Brandon Holguin to take it. And the ball sent toward the goal and out of the back. And looks like it'll be another corner out of the other end this time. And the ball sent in. And Golden State able to take away the corner. Now they're pushing it downfield. Andy Sierra has it. Sierra trying to send it to the middle, instead taking up. Robertson has it, and he's got some space. It's a loose ball, so he's onside. He's got two guys to go around, trying to send it to the middle, but it's going to go by everyone, and out of bounds, a goal kick coming up. So Robertson, because the ball was just a loose ball, not a pass, he was able to be by everyone, but the defenders did catch up to him since the ball did slow down. But he had a good chance to make a breakaway. And the ball sent forward and pinballs around off a couple of heads from both sides. And now they're FC Golden State at least trying to send it into Santa Clara's end. And that's what they're got right now. Trying to send it toward the goal is Karkashadze, and it's going to be well to the right in the goal kick. We're getting close to the 40th minute. The 40th minute here in this second half. So the 85th minute of the game. And Celtic has a chance, although there was a hold over there and then a shove, and it's going to be a foul call. I don't know if there's going to be a card or not, but no, just a foul. Some aggressive physical play. We've had 3 yellow cards, 2 for Santa Clara and 1 for FC Golden State. So taking free kick will be Brandon Holguin. Bunch of players lined up in a wall waiting to possibly head it over. So the free kick happening. Holguin sends it deep. And the ball punched away. And a foul called against Santa Clara. And there's a player down inside the penalty box. And able to go shake it off. Didn't see who it was, but goes in, shakes off the sting a bit, and time for them to send it deep again. Adrian Flores for FC Golden State. And the ball comes down at the circle. Robertson trying to head it forward. Actually, that wasn't Robertson. Now Robertson's trying to send it forward, and he gets tripped up, and a foul against Golden State. So Robertson tried to make the move with it, and instead gets tripped up. A foul called, a free kick coming up. We're in the 42nd, almost the 43rd minute in this second half. So just about the 88-minute mark of the game. 0-0. Ball sent deep. And once again, Flores there to grab it out of the air. And aggressive play for the ball. Now they're trying to push it upfield is Golden State. They got some space to work with. Dribbling it toward the middle. Diaz has it, trying to get it, and the Chairs tried to send it, but it's blocked. And then now aggressive play. Game getting toward the end. Robertson going down the field with it. Robertson off to the left, top of the penalty box. And loses the ball as gets disrupted and cleared away as Brandon Holguin had it at the top of the box and just couldn't get a clean look at it. Now Golden State trying to take it down. Diaz sends it forward, but it's not going to make it into the hands of Golden State, but they get it back. With the ball toward the goal, and it's to the right. Was that Chairs who hit that shot? Number 44, I believe it was. And Golden State has it. Trying to get it forward to Diaz. Diaz. Nice play on defense to disrupt it. Diaz gets it back, but nonetheless, that prevented a much easier chance to score. And a fight for it at the back line, and we'll see who wins out as it stays in bounds. And a fight for the ball, and who's the foul going to be against? They're both going for it, collided with each other, and it's against Santa Clara. Foul goes against Sebastian Mendoza, number 28, they're defending. And Diaz sends it toward the middle, and it's going to go by everyone. And they're going to try to chase it down, Sam Demas. Instead, we'll watch it go out of bounds, and Santa Clara gets it back. And the ball sent back out of the back line, and it'll be a goal kick coming up. And the ball sent forward. Golden State heads it back, and now Santa Clara trying to get it. And now they're trying to go forward with it. And Golden State pushing it forward. Chairs is trying to get to it, and Chairs trying to make a play, but it just goes out of bounds. Santa Clara gets it back. And that'll do it. A 0-0 draw is what these two teams play to, although we have to give credit. We're not going to mention a 0-0 draw without mentioning Matt Martin. the goalkeeper for Santa Clara. Adrian Flores did his job, too. He made a couple of nice plays, but Matt Martin had at least, I'd say, 4 or 5 shots toward him that he single-handedly stopped. I mean, they would have gone in if not for his outstanding play. So Golden State, give him credit. They really put the pressure on, but Matt Martin, the goalkeeper for Santa Clara, kept it 0-0, and that's really all you could say because Golden State on the offensive end was much more effective in creating chances for themselves than Santa Clara was. Although Santa Clara also did make some nice plays on defense to prevent any more opportunities. But, man, Matt Martin, we can't say enough about the game he played in front of the net today because it would not have been a 0-0 score if not for his efforts. So, again, Matt Martin, you can easily say he's the player of the game in a 0-0 draw. Again, Adrian Flores, I want to give him credit too, but didn't have to just work as hard as Matt Martin did. But both goalkeepers showing that they have a lot of talent and really can keep their team in the game. So that'll do it for us. We got about 15 or so minutes until the third game of our triple header. We'll have that coming up for you in a few minutes, and we'll be back right after this. So the goal kick coming, and they send it deep. And Placer has it, trying to push it upfield. That Zachary Wong had it sent back toward him, but out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Placer. So another throw-in, gets out of bounds, so they send it back in. And Placer now has it, sending it forward. Benjamin Kakanovich. Kakanovich over to Manuel Cabrera, and that's Manny Cabrera. Had it in the box, and instead it was cleared away, but Placer keeping it in. Placer trying to send it forward. Dylan Finley with it. Finley across the circle, trying to get it to the far touchline. He does. That's to Cabrera. Cabrera near the far touchline, trying to send it toward the middle to Finley, who sends it toward the goal, and into the goal he scores! It was a tap-in. It was a tap-in as he was there with a loose ball. Looked like Dylan Finley. So Max Garbolino Majica is who they're going to say got the final tip in. So Garbolino Majica with the goal, and we're started early. We've gotten well underway. So in the third minute, a goal for number 11, Max Garbolino Majica. So a 1-0 game already. As the ball headed in my direction, just headed out of the way. Yeah, we got a front row seat here at the pitch. Field number 13 at the SoCal Sports Complex, Oceanside, California. They were telling us to expect rain today, but it's been, besides the cooler weather and overcast, it's been a fairly nice day as the sun has snuck its way through at times. And for Placer, it's already a sunny day as they lead 1-0. And a ball deflected out of the back line, and it will be a corner kick coming up for Placer.